Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. She says hi. I have my dear friend Kathrin here, Kati, as we say. And I'm super, super happy to have the opportunity, as long as we're here together in South Africa, to have this interview in person. So we're not having two frames or something. We're really close together.
Yeah, nice.
So nice.
Nice.
So thank you for being here, taking the time to have this little interview to tell our audience your amazing magic you're doing with your work, which I could already enjoy. So yeah, who is Kathrin? Maybe we start with the general question.
Who is Kathrin? Well, I'm a body worker. Over the years, I just collected so many different things from many different teachers along my path, along my journeys. I was traveling a lot, especially to Asia. And somehow I ended up in that village in the north of Thailand, Lahu is it called. And I learned the techniques of Thai massage. And back then I had no clue what Thai massage is. Like I knew from like the normal treatments you can get on the beach, and I found out it's actually a very beautiful ritual once the monk was giving to the people. And it's about the loving kindness practice. So if you ask me what I'm doing, I say I do nothing, because I'm opening up that space where I truly believe the body exactly knows what to do to heal itself. And sometimes it's not even about healing. Sometimes it's about life and the emotions we are carrying inside of us, because quite often there are like stimuli around, like things which are triggering you, and subconsciously you're storing it, and it does something to your system. And along my path, I also was diving into craniosacral work, because I feel like it's a beautiful combination. Thai massage can be dynamic, and craniosacral, like it's all about giving the body the space for realignment. Yes.
Beautiful. So now you already not only talked about Kathrin,
Yes,
but also a little bit about your work. And yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much. So maybe you can start explain it, like what is the modality? Like when someone comes to you, what is the modality? Maybe just one thing that I understood also, that there's an influence of Thai yoga massage also in it, you know, like these very gentle, almost floating movements, which I find very specific. And when you speak about love and kindness, you know, it's a very gentle form. So often when we experience, especially in Europe, Thai massage, it's very hard. It's like you think that they're going to break your bones. And with you, it's really the opposite. It's more like a very gentle flow and very gentle embracing and allowing and holding. And yeah, so maybe you can speak a little bit about the modality itself, how you would explain it.
I would explain it starts with the beginning of every treatment. And that's about how I touch you, the very first touch. And like giving your system the signal, it's okay, you can relax. So there's a difference in between this, or there's a difference in between you actually diving into the energy bodies of your body, and then you finally arrive on the layer which is visible, the body by itself. And then like it's so fascinating, and I'm always saying I'm a student, like still I can learn so much, because then everybody has its own rhythm. Like we as a human being, we have our own frequencies, and we attract people around us who have the same frequency. So imagine your heart beating, your blood flowing up and down. So I'm tuning into your rhythm, and I'm just flowing with it. And that can be very dynamic, that can be very static. And I'm using my body, like you can almost feel the same with your feet. Like some people can really feel the same with your feet and with your hand. And it's fascinating how you can use your feet like under your hip bone for realignment. And honestly, sometimes I have no clue what I'm just doing. And
feeling into going with the flow.
It's very intuitive. And that's what caught me, because of course, like when you learn something, there's always a system behind, and it's good to learn that system. But then like magic is happening when you can flow within this system.
Beautiful. So what would you say, like one of my favorite questions is like, what do people need to have? You know, what is the issue usually what people have when they come to you, or what they hope, what they're getting out of the session with you?
Yes. Let's divide two different groups. So, and there are others, but I just try to keep it simple. So one group is definitely somebody in pain, like back pain, neck, things which are somehow normal because we're sitting in front of the computer, we are sitting on chairs, and there's a need for help, because with yoga and other techniques you can do a lot, but sometimes it's just not enough, and sometimes it's just nice to surrender and let somebody else do that work for you. And then the other group is I focused, especially the last years, a lot on emotion stored in the body. And so it can be an emotional issue, like why I'm so angry all the time, I can't let go of that anger. And then you would check out your roots, like your chakras below, down there, what it is about. And I feel like especially I can guide the people also with coaching. So especially if you ask the right questions, or like just dive into that energy of anger, it dissolves by itself. But every emotion needs space. And quite often we are like thinking we dive into an emotion like by ourselves, but it's just like deep diving. And if someone is there for you, like, hey, Dani, I'm here, I'm holding your hand, I give you a tissue for your tears, but you are safe, and I'm with you.
It's allowing the person to actually really dive deeper, what you're saying, right? So this like knowing that you're held, not only physically but also emotionally and everything, and this is a safe space for you to also give yourself the permission and the time to process whatever your body is, you know, bringing up and showing to you, and even maybe releasing in that moment because it was just stored and now you remember, and now you're allowing yourself to have the time and it's the right space for it. So I feel it's a very powerful releasing work you're doing. So yeah, it's really great. So I know you're also with us here, as they call it, the swallows, you know, like people that come and go. So I know that we share the love for South Africa, and we together land here in this beautiful community, and feel very called to come back here again and again. So where can people work with you right now? You're here. Is there other places? So maybe you
Well, right now I'm based in Nuremberg. I have like a beautiful treatment room, and I also work in Austria when I'm there, and like hosting also retreats around Europe. So, but most of the time it's like right now it's Nuremberg and it's Austria. It's like very close to Vienna. Yes.
Nice. So is there anything else you want to share? Maybe I think we've touched almost everything.
I think we touched almost everything, and I feel like really it's the invitation of giving yourself the space to feel what's there, and the invitation, because sometimes we just really think we can do everything on our own. And what I learned a lot, like also with the work you're doing, there are always people around who like to give you a helping hand, but you just need to ask.
Yeah. Or you need to, even if you're sometimes invited, you need to really allow yourself to say yes, right? Yes. We have unlearned to take it, let's say, I want to really use the right words. We have learned so much to be, you know, strong. We can do it on our own. We do not need someone else. We can show how brave and how strong and whatever we are. And we're capable, you know, of dealing with everything. And I sense it's so beautiful also to be in such a community of now healers and body workers and people who are here and willing to hold space for others and willing to support you on your journey, because we all have experienced it with each other together and also with others, you know, that we have been held. We have been going through our journeys, and we're still going through it, obviously. And this allowance to yourself, this yeah, what I would say, when you feel that the earth is really holding you and you're the first time really realize, oh, I can let go of everything because right now the earth is just holding me and I don't need anything else to do. This feeling of, you know, like a little baby, probably when you are with your mom the first months of your life, you're just allowing to be held and you're allowing to be fed and everything. So we unlearn that, and it's so beautiful that you, with your work and also with the participation in this community, are adding this nourishment very much to the community. So it's it's a very sweet nourishment for me, at least.
Yeah, no, thank you. I really liked what you said with unlearning, and through that unlearning we arrive home within ourselves. Like there's a strong stability coming out of that.
Yeah. So thank you for taking your time.
Thank
we
you.
will see Kathrin in other spaces here as well.
Yeah.
So, whenever you're interested, look at the specials or the offers. We are now really building up the community here in Norfolk or around Cape Town as our first physical community. And we all have a lot of online offers, obviously, and some of us are also in Europe and other places sometimes. But if you want to reach out, you can always check the website and also the Instagram LAULIMA Healing, and then reach out to all of us. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
listening.
you.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.